Hi, namaste. I'm doing this video for you, which is feeling heartbroken, which is feeling this pain inside and this suffering because your girlfriend or your wife or your love partner has left you, has broken up with you. Maybe it's already with someone else, you don't know, but you are going through all this pain. And I'm doing this because I've been going through this very recently, and when I speak and I say recently, I mean last days. I don't speak about months or years. And I'm doing it also because it's a way of finding a meaning in all this I've been through. It's like if this is helping, if this can help you, if this suffering, this pain I'm feeling, it can help you to reduce even a little bit of that, then I can find a meaning in this, and then it's more bearable. My name is Jose. I have to say I'm not a psychologist. If you need a psychologist, a psychiatrist, if you need that help, please go and get it as soon as possible, because it's important. But I want to share what has been my experience. I want to share what things did help me or are helping me, and what things, what mistakes I've done, so maybe you can avoid them before making them. And something a little bit also of how yoga has helped me. I'm a yoga teacher in this. So first of all, I didn't introduce myself, sorry. My name is Jose. I'm from Spain. Well, and this video is not edited. I'm recording it in a piece, and it's meant to be something more intimate. And I don't know you, but I can feel you. I can feel your pain, and that's why I'm here. And if you are not going through this, you may leave the conversation now if you want to. So I was speaking about this that has happened to us. First thing, and very important, is acceptance of what's happened, because it's like an accident, actually. I say it's like an accident. It's like a friend of mine recently, he was with his bike, and then he had a fall, and then he almost got killed, and then you get ribs broken, or collarbone, spinal disc injuries. And the day before you were okay, I'm fine, or the 10 minutes or the minute before, and right after that that happened. Fortunately, we are in one piece. Our body is in one piece. Even though we can feel this emptiness, we feel broken inside. But life is like that. So this is also, I want to think in this like a kind of accident. Because you think, okay, yesterday, or we were so well together, so good together, we were so happy together, and from one day to the other, this has happened, and now I cannot believe it. So unfortunately, we have to accept that life is like that, it's hard like that, and we sometimes, we think it's never going to happen to us, but things happen, and of course it could have been worse. That doesn't mean it's not painful. It's very painful, and it's like a kind of accident. It happened, and we have to try to recover from it. And of course, in the same way that when you have bones broken or whatever, they need some recovery, and even you take painkillers and drugs to make it more bearable, the pain is still going to be there, and the pain is cannot be avoided. We cannot avoid also this pain, so we have to accept that it's going to be painful. I'm going to give you some tips that are helping me, like my painkillers, but it's going to be painful. It's really painful, and it hurts deep inside. So I would say, first of all, accept it. We bad things happen in life, and that happen, and then it's like you got this and you have to go through this in the best way. Then one thing, and one big mistake I've done is not protecting myself when this happened, and I did it well in other breakups I had. By the way, I had several breakups because I have some relationships in my life already, and I had especially two quite traumatics, maybe my first one and my last one, where I've been left for another person, and I think this is the most painful breakup, and it's the one I'm trying to help you more, because also it's the one I know the better. And also this video I'm doing is focused from a male perspective point. It can be helpful also for women, for girls, because of course we are human, but some peculiarities or the approach is going to be from a guy point of view, because it's the one I know the best. So if I was speaking about protection, and I said I did a mistake because when she's breaking up with you, or she's getting distant with you, or cold till the point that the relationship is broken, I mean, when you still love her and you feel that love is not coming back, and the things are over, or there is a breakup, or she dumps you, or you have to break up with her because you are feeling not corresponded, in that moment take the most distance possible. Take distance with her. And this time I did the mistake of not doing, because we are used to, because we are conditioned. Of course, she's been the source of many happy moments in our life, and she's been probably our refuge also in bad situations we are being going to her. So now that tendency is there, so you feel bad and you go to her, or you want that happiness that has been taken away from you, and you are going to her because that's what you have been doing, right? But you have to understand that sadly now she's become a source of pain. So very likely every contact that you have with her, it's going to cause you pain, at least initially, until you overcome this accident, or this disease, or this bad situation that you got in your life. So my recommendation is take distance as much as you can. Imagine she's flame, and every time you are going to touch, you're going to get burned. So you should know, don't go close to her. Take that distance. Don't want to know. Try not to know about her. Today is very difficult nowadays. I mean, it's very difficult because social media, and you see posts from everyone, and Facebook, Instagram. It's very difficult. especially if you have been the same, you have common friends or you work in the same environment, but try to be away. Try to be away. Because also, and this is one more thing, accept or expect nothing, expect the worst. Because the moment that she is going away from you, probably it is because there is some reward in that. And I explain, we humans, we have two major forces that drive our behavior. One is avoidance of pain, and the other one is getting pleasure or getting rewarded, no? So avoidance of pain and that reward. So if she is going through the pain of the breakup, I mean, and I'm assuming here that the relationship was not, you are not causing her pain in the relationship. You are not in a bad relationship where things are worn out and she's very sad. And she's leaving you because she cannot stand you anymore. I'm assuming here that you were in a good relationship with couple problems, but in a normal point or even a happy point in the relationship, and then some difficulties come and she starts getting distance. But so assuming that you are not causing her that pain, that you are not making her suffer, if she's taking the pain of breaking up the relationship, of coming out of a relationship, probably it's because there is a reward there for doing that. I don't know if you get what I mean. So, and especially women, they are survivors. They are very good at survival because they are bearing the children inside, and they are very strong. And survival instinct is very strong in women. So and that's very good. That's a quality, but it has also a setback or a bad side, no? Because nothing is perfect. So the bad side of that survival is that probably if she is leaving you, is because she has something waiting, or something was there, or if it's not there, it will come very soon. So in most of the cases. So I think the most intelligent way to go through that, and I've done this before successfully, and last times I haven't done, I've got massive pain not understanding this, is if she left you, accept that she's not with you and she probably will be with someone else, and you don't want to know what is she doing, who is she going with, or you don't want to know anything of that because it will hurt you and it's going to be very painful. And also, taking into account this, I have to say to guys and also to girls and women, but guys, please don't go after someone who is in a relationship. Don't go after someone who is in a relationship, because you are causing massive pain. You are causing massive pain to that person, to the person who is currently with that girl. And I know sometimes it feels good for the ego, because you see she dropped me, she dropped that guy for me because I'm better, and you feel rewarded. or you may think, oh, because this is the woman of my life and I don't care if she's with someone, I have to get her. But first of all, you are causing a massive amount of pain to someone. And you may say, no, okay, I'm not in that relationship, she's the one in the relationship, so she's the responsible, or she's the one who has to be faithful. And of course that's true, but it's also true that you are helping, you are unnecessary help, so you are helping her to cause massive pain to someone. That's one. And second one, because even if you think very selfishly, if you are very selfish or and disconsiderate, and you say, I don't care about the pain this guy or the partner is going to take, even if you don't care about that, you are creating a behavior pattern in her, in the person that you are going to take as your new partner. And as I said before, we work mostly avoiding pain and seeking reward. So if she cheats on him or dumps him for you, you are making her learn, or and these are sanskaras, these are also like impressions in the subconscious mind. According to yoga, there are patterns or behaviors that they are becoming stronger. So if she's learning that, okay, I'm in a relationship, I have troubles, this is pain, so I want to avoid this pain, and my way of avoiding this pain of these troubles I have in my relationship is running to somewhere else, or someone else, or going to someone else because it's new, because I think it can be better or whatever. If she does that and then you go out and you go with the other person and you get rewarded, then your mind, her mind is learning that this way is a way of doing. It's like, let's put an example, stupid example. Because you are crossing boundaries. It's like, imagine you you are driving and there's speed limit, and you normally don't cross that speed limit because I know it's risky, or you don't want to do that, or whatever. But someday you are running late, and you say, okay, I will cross the speed limit and I will go faster, and then you go over it and nothing happened, and then you get the reward because you arrive on time and you get what you wanted because you were running late. Okay, next time you have to break the speed limit, you are going to make it. You are not going to hesitate, and until that breakage of that boundary is not causing you a massive pain, or it's not causing you pain, you are going to keep doing it anytime you need it. You know what I mean? So if next day, or if after that you keep crossing the boundary, keep going through the speed limit, and then there is a radar and you got busted with a lot of money, or it's something that it's hurting you, then maybe you stop doing it. But if she finds that she's dumped her boyfriend for you, and now she's very happy and everything's fine, and now the pain of the breakup is not so much there because she has this reward which is much better than the pain, what she's learning is that that's a way of doing things. So you are helping her to create a a pattern in her mind that is going to make her do it again. So in that way, you probably may suffer also. Tomorrow you can be in the other side, you know. So my advice is don't help with that. Don't help with that. It's bad. Also, if she's gone with someone else, probably your self-esteem will be affected, and you will feel terrible about that, and you will imagine her and everything. So I don't know, you have to understand that people, circumstances and tastes and options change, and that change is independent of the value of the things. And I put another example. I put very silly example, but I try to convey the ideas I want to convey. Imagine many people like seafood, and seafood normally, if it's good seafood, is expensive. So imagine one person who is eating seafood and suddenly that person gets an allergy to seafood, and then he doesn't like seafood anymore, or he stops eating seafood because I say this is not what I want, this is not good for me, or blah blah blah. The fact that that person doesn't like seafood anymore, or became allergic or whatever, it doesn't mean that the value of the seafood has gone down. It's just that person, circumstances, situation, taste has changed. So be sure of your self-worth. Don't compare yourself. I know it's very difficult, but don't compare yourself with that other person, and be aware that many other people will value those good things that you have to offer. And even that person that came into the relationship may have some other things or material things that regarding values is not so good also. So yeah, more things. So accept that we had an accident. Keep the distance. Expect the worst. Say maybe probably she's with anyone else, and try not to investigate. Don't play Sherlock Holmes. Please don't play Sherlock Holmes, because then you are going to, because we play Sherlock Holmes because we hope for the good, but probably you are going to discover bad things, and you don't want to know. You don't want to know those things. You don't want to see those things, because if she was thinking in you, if she was loving you back, she probably would be with you, or would be coming back. If she is away, it's because that is happening. So try not to investigate. And if she's going with other person, understand that she's very happy and is getting rewarded because of that. Understand that pattern is being created in her, and probably until she has a very big disappointment, very big, or she has a good dose of suffering after that. After doing something like this, she's going to keep doing it, or using that pattern when she finds herself in some difficult moment in her relationship. And this is also applicable for, I'm saying about girls or women, but this is applicable in both genders, of course. And then they say always try to keep your mind busy. In yoga, there is this concept of dharma is duty, which is what the translation is what uplifts you. And for example, I'm a yoga teacher. I discovered that one of the moments when I was really not feeling this pain, one of these painkiller moments was when I was teaching yoga. And it was because I was fully focused in the duty, in the task. And also, and this nuance is important, because I was doing something for someone else. I was not doing that just for me. Of course, it's for me because it's a profession, but I was doing that for someone else. So when the I become we, and when you are caring or getting concerned about others, then you think less in you, in the I, and you think less in your problem, and you suffer less in this case. So take these opportunities to give to others as a medicine. Try to do something for other people, and try to focus or enjoy this the aspects in your work when you can give or benefit others. So yeah, that was the moment. Of course, all this stuff, you feel better, and there are ups and downs. You take this medicine, you feel good, I'm feeling good, and then after some time you have again a fall, and then you are feeling like shit, and then you are feeling like terrible, and then you have to clench your teeth and say, I have to go through this happened to me, and I have this accident, and I have to take care of myself and recover and slowly heal, and it's going to take some time, and it's going to be painful, but I'm going to overcome it. So these activities, also some leisure activities, and of course with leisure activities, if you have some hobbies or something that you were not doing with her, throw yourself into that, because it's going to help you. And I've done that before. And other times, that hobby that it's so important for you, it was shared with her also. Like in my last case, I love salsa dancing, and I was dancing with her. So I say, okay, I can throw myself to salsa, but the memory is going to be there. The memories are going to come, and it's going to be very painful. But even in that case, don't go away from that. At least she's going there to the same place, and then of course keep the distance. Don't go there. But if the activity is one activity you were doing with her, take your good friends, go with them, and understand and see how, even though you still are going to be in pain, you still can have some fun. You still can enjoy with your friends there. Of course, you are going to remember her also, but you are going to see that you still can be happy, or you can get some enjoyment doing those activities, and because it's important also to get your hobbies and the things that make you feel good back to your life, even though you were sharing those with her, and the memories of her gives you pain. Other thing regarding I'm speaking about friends is very important. It's very important. Go to your friends, ask for help. Everybody needs help in certain moments. So go to your good friends or family and tell them what you are feeling. Don't keep your emotions just for you. It's okay to cry if you have to cry. Don't go crying to her, of course. I said keep distance from her. But yeah, get closer to your friends, take their support, because it's going to help. And in the same way that if you are in the hospital or you have some health problem, they are going to come to you. Sorry. In this case also, that you are shattered and broken inside, go to them, because if they are your good friends, they are going to be there for you, and express your emotions. And also with the emotions, because sometimes, and when you feel bad with the breakup, or you feel lied to, or you feel cheated, or you feel you feel sometimes, or not sometimes, if you are in that situation, you feel very negative emotions. You hate, you feel hatred, or you feel deceived, you feel very bad things. Don't I mean, if you have the level that you can channelize those emotions out in a very balanced state of mind, then do it. In my case, for example, I'm very, because it depends of nature also, I'm very temperamental. I'm not able to do that. But don't keep the emotions inside. It's my advice. If you have to tell her what you are feeling, tell her. If you have to tell her you have done this to me, or this is being unfair, or I'm feeling that, or I hate you, or whatever, tell to her that I think it's I don't know, it's a way, it's better to tell everything than to keep the things inside, because they are going to just grow inside of you, and it's going to be very bad for you also. Tell them, but the only thing is, once you all tell the things, I mean, take a time for letting your emotions out. Say whatever you have to say to her that you are feeling in that moment. Don't keep anything inside. But then, once you have done all that you are feeling, then stop it. It's, I mean, that channelization of emotions has to be limited in time. You cannot keep just, you have done all what you think of what happened, all the bad things you are feeling inside, tell it, but then once you have said it, close it, because otherwise it's going to keep hurting you and burning you inside. And it's because all this is like it's like psychological, it's inside, it's emotional. You are not feeling physical pain. I say we had an accident, but it's not a physical accident, of course, but it certainly has an effect in the body. And sometimes it might, like, I've been like, it's like you get pale, and then you get fever, or your digestive system goes for a toss, and you feel this pain in the chest. But if you don't take these measurements for you to get better, it can take a toll in your physical health also. I have friends who have hair loss problems, severe hair loss problems, and whatnot. So try to let the emotions out with your friends in the way you have to. Don't keep anything inside. Say the things, and do all these things also to try to get better. Find these activities that help you to cope with the day. And I also would say, get in touch with people of the opposite sex, and not because you are looking for a new partner, or not because you are going to feel empty and you are going to feel that you cannot replace her in any way, but at least take the things, because nobody's perfect, and I'm sure you have things that you would like her to be in a different way. Take those things and get in touch with people from the opposite sex and see that other people, that there are other wonderful people, and that there are other girls, other women that have those positive qualities that your ex-girlfriend doesn't have. It doesn't mean to say, okay, they have these positive qualities she didn't have, but she doesn't have this, all the good things I like from her, because she's, yes, I know that, but at least be conscious that those positive traits that were not there in other person, they are there, because you, in that way, it helps you to get some perspective, because otherwise you only see the bad things of what you are missing. Yeah. So those are the things. What else? Try to get sleep. Try to rest. Don't push yourself too much also. Understand that you are in a vulnerable situation, and that you have to take care of yourself. And keep going. I would say, if you have faith in something, and that topic is also in yoga, is Ishvara Pranidhana. If you have faith in something, throw yourself also into that, because it will help you. And I had some good insights when I was praying. Some realizations come to your mind, and try not to wish her bad, or I mean, if she is happy or she's not happy, it's not going to change your pain. You lost what your happiness, because you lost your love. So that's your pain. It's, if she's feeling good or she's feeling bad, that's not going to change what you are feeling. So don't think about that. I don't know, I'm trying to recollect everything. Yeah, I say have faith. I say try to find a meaning. Also, that's very important. Try to find a meaning. And actually, this what I'm doing is it's in some way trying to find a meaning, because I think this experience, this pain I'm feeling so terrible, can help other people in similar situation. So that's meaning. In my case also, for example, she went through a family tragedy recently, and now apparently she's happy with another person. So I say, okay, this girl, she's gone through a lot. So if I have to take this pain of this breakup, of that will happen, but the result is that someone who's been suffering a lot is getting happiness now, then so be it. So it's like my suffering also has some good cause there, so it also helps and makes your heart lighter. So try to find some meaning to that. It will not come immediately, but it will appear, and try to throw yourself into that meaning, and hold yourself to that, because it's going to help you also. So I think that's basically all I wanted to say. Summarizing, it's this is a bad thing that happened. It's an accident. that nobody wanted, bad things in life can unexpected. Accept that and put yourself in healing mode, in recovery mode of this accident you suffered. Try to avoid any contact. Assume that she's already with someone else. Try not to play policeman, because you are going to find things probably, and you are going to suffer a lot. Don't feel yourself bad or less. Don't feel less if she's going with someone else, because your value is not dependent on the change of other people's circumstances or tastes. And also understand that someone who is getting a reward of other person while living a relationship in a difficult moment, it's acquiring a pattern that it's going probably to be repeated until that person gets big pain doing the same behavior. So it's quite dangerous for someone or for whoever who is in the relationship with that person who made the shift. Throw yourself into your friends, trust them, express your feelings to them. Don't keep the emotions out. If you have to go to your ex-partner, ex-love, ex-girlfriend, I mean the one you are broken up, of course, and you have to express also those emotions, the bad feelings that you are feeling inside, or how you feel cheated, or how you feel lied to, or even if she disgusts you or hates you. It's okay to do it. It's better if you can avoid it, doing it. If you have to tell the bad things you are feeling to her, do it, but put a time limit to that. Just do it once, say whatever you think, and then leave, go close that chapter of your life. Do the things that you usually enjoy, even though you were doing with her, but it's important to get back to normality as soon as possible. So try to do it with your friends, and try, because you will enjoy some parts, even though you will miss her. And try to do things that are more selfless, like more for other people, regarding jobs, regarding work, because if you focus in the we and you focus in other people, you are less focused in the I, in the ego, and you will feel less pain. Have faith, and try to find some meaning to that what is happening to you. And I think that's all I can say. And I wish you the things that start getting better, and you are going to get out of this. We are going to get out of this. And one more thing I didn't say, and this is from one yogic technique, which is Pratipaksha Bhavana, which is thinking in the opposite. It's Vitarka Vadane Pratipaksha Bhavana. You can also, if you have previous experiences, and this is a modification, it's an adaptation, personal adaptation, but it's if you have previous experiences, painful experiences with other breakups on everything, every time you get an image of some painful memory because you are missing or someone or something with this breakup you had. Try to go to a previous images of a previous breakup that you had long time back, and then it's overcome, and see how faded it is. So try to replace this one, which is very vivid, with a comparison of the other one, and you will see that the other one is faded, and that will give you that consciousness that you already know, but it's still painful, even you already know that this emotions or these memories painful that you have of her, they are going to fade also eventually, because everything goes away, and pain goes away also, and we know it, but it's very painful when we are right in the middle. But things will get better, and I wish you strength, be strong, and I send you love, and bye. Namaste.